in dieser Unterricht. That means welcome to the class. Today we would be learning some grammar portion so that whatever sentences or whatever questions and answers or the introduction part we have learned would start making sense. So today we would be learning some pronouns, also that's pronomen and verbs, how the conjugation works with a verb. So if you guys have, if you guys remember, I have given a short introduction of pronouns and how the conjugation works. So
Yeah.
today we would be learning a little more of that. So as of now, just forget this singular and first person and second person, as this would create confusion. So pronouns, as like it is like similar which we use in English. Like we have learned many sentences with ish, do, ze, er, etc. Now we are going to learn what that means exactly and how the grammar works behind those sentences. So we have a list of few pronouns here. These are Pronomen auf Deutsch, also pronouns in German. Haben wir ich, that means I. So as you could relate, ich is a single person and this is a first person. So ich bedeutet I. Ich means I. Dann haben wir du. Du, that means you. As if you just read this part. Dann haben wir er, sie und es. That means he, she and it. You can categorize these three words into one category because the conjugation for them is same. So this is one, this is second, just so do means like you when you're talking to somebody who is younger to you. Like in Hindi, we say tum or tu, somebody who is younger to you, or you're talking to your friend or family member, something informal. So for that we use do. That means you. Now then we have er. That means he. Z, Z with small s. Also Z mit kleiner s. That means she. Dann haben wir es, it, which is used for neutral. So yesterday, if you remember, we have learned articles na, there, the, das. That means like there is used for male, then the is
Yeah.
used for female, and then das is used for neutral.
Neutral.
So similarly, it's like air, Z and S. So if you can look at the end words of all these three, you could relate. Air, Z, VD, und das S, wie das, he, she and it. So that is third person. Then we have wir, that means we. Then we have here,
No.
here, that R is silent here. That means you two or you all. So if I'm talking to Ashwini and Sonali together, that would be here, but that would be in an informal way. When I'm talking to Nina also, could you please put yourself on mute, Sonali? There's some background noise coming in. Thank you. So let's say if Nina also would have been on call, you would have been three-person. If I would have been talking to all three of you. Then also in an informal way, that would have been ear. That means you two, be Sonali and Ashwini as of now, or you all. So that is again informal way. And please make a note that ear has a klein I here. Then, so here this B, Z, Z, you can categorize this into one category. Wir, as I mentioned, which means we, which is first person and plural. Dann haben wir Sie noch einmals, which means you or you all. And then we have Z again with small s, which means they. So now we have here this one Z where you can see my cursor is, and then we have again another Z with again small s. But now here the difference is this Z here is for she, right? That is for third person but singular. She is a third person and a singular because you're talking about one person only, she. But here Z again with small s, that is they. This is again you can use for third person, but that would be used for plural. Now how would you differentiate if you will have to use this she Z or they Z? That you would be able to figure out when we would be doing the conjugation part, because the conjugation for both the Z is different. This Z differentiation is clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
So this is going to be a little more clear when we would be moving forward with the conjugation part. Now, if we talk about this Z, which has gross S, which has capital S. Now, this is something which can be used for singular person also. This can be used for plural also, and this can be used only in an informal way. So whenever we are putting anything in a formal way, sorry, this is used for formal way. So whenever we are putting any pronoun in any of the form, maybe nominative, accusative, dative, there are different forms, there are different cases which we would be learning about. So in any of the in any of the case, you are using Z with capital S, that always means formal. So if you remember, we have learned, we get this Ihnen. Ihnen had capital I. So that was like a different case of Z, which we would be going to learn in next level. But here we have used I. So that was a formal way. So this Z, let's say if I'm talking to Sonali or Ashwini directly, like one-on-one, but in a formal way, that is going to be Z with capital S. But if I'm talking to Sonali directly in an informal way, that is going to be du. That means you, right? Again, now if I talk about the plural case, if I am talking to Sonali and Ashwini directly, informally, that is going to be ear, which means you too, but informal. But if I'm talking to Sonali and Ashwini directly, but in a formal way, that is going to be Z with capital S. So if you notice Z here with capital S, I can, if I'm talking to Sonali directly, one-on-one conversation, singular, but in a formal way, that is going to be Z. Or if I'm talking to Ashwini and Sonali directly, but in a formal way again, that is plural. So again, that would be Z. So formal, no matter if you are talking to second person, formal way, or like singular person or plural. If it's formal, that is going to be Z with capital S. Is that clear? So this Z with
Yes.
capital S is going to be completely formal. And then this Z and this Z would be more clear in next few minutes. Now I'm just repeating again the difference between this ear and this do. Both of them are informal, but here difference is this. A moment.
Singular and plural.
Right. So the difference here would be of singular and plural. So you can note it down if you want to. Just take 2 minutes and note it down. Make a table, okay? Or maybe if you want to make, you can write it as air slash Z slash and S. You can write it in a single like cell. And then same goes with where Z and Z. Where slash Z with capital S slash Z with small s. And then you can write down the meanings also. Writing is done.
Yeah, done.
Okay, just give me a minute. So now if we talk about the conjugation part, just pay attention to this cell where I have written common, which means to come. Also ish, comma, air, commt, common means to come. So now once we see this common, uh, common here, so here com is a stem word. Stammwort, that means a stem word, and then en is the ending of a verb. So in all of the verbs you would be having en as an ending, and whatever word is there before en, that is a Stammwort. Write it, stem word.
Means
The
appears
base
common.
word, right? The base word. So whatever
Yeah.
conjugation is going to happen on the basis of this stem word. So there are different type of verbs in German as of now. For beginner level or the first step to learn conjugations, we are learning with regular verbs. So regular verbs has a very simple way of conjugation, because in that the stem does not change at all. It's just the ending of the verb is going to change. Stem word is going to remain as it is. For example, common is a regular verb. So now if you see here, ich komme, ich komme aus Deutschland, ich komme aus Indien. Now you could relate, we have come, the stem word and the ending e. Also the ender we have e. Clear? Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Then with the stem word, if we are conjugating do, that means you, informal. With do, we have s, te, das bedeutet st, am Ende, also kommst. K, O, M, st, am Ende, kommst. Du kommst aus Indien. Dann haben wir er, sie und es. So now I asked you to put er, sie, es in one category because the conjugation for all three is same. So we have the stem word kom, und dann am Ende haben wir te. At the end we have t here. Also K, O, M und T. Kommt. Er kommt. Sie kommt. Herr Müller kommt aus Deutschland. Dann haben wir ihr, das auch bedeutet, so that also has the same conjugation in regular verb wie er, sie und es. Te am Ende. K, O, M und T. Ihr kommt. Sonali und Ashwini kommt. If I'm talking to Sonali and Ashwini directly in an informal way, I would be saying ihr kommt aus Indien. where ZZ, I again told you to put in one category because the conjugation for this is same for all three. So now, are you able to differentiate between this Z with capital S, with small s, and this Z with small s? She and they, because the conjugation is different. Here we have en at the end. So now again a quick trick. When we are conjugating where z und sie, the conjugation would always be in an infinitive form. Infinitive form as in the complete verb as it is, with the stem word and the en at the end. So no matter if you are having regular verb or irregular verb or any other type of verb, there are different type of verbs in German. No matter whatever type of verb is there in normal tense, in present tense, the conjugation for where, z here would be common, infinitive form only. Also infinitive form. So here we are not adding e because it's German spelling, infinitive form. That means infinitive v in English. So the conjugation here is klar. Is this klar?
Yes.
So for example, I'm writing sentence with this ish, comma. So no capital letter, only klein, because this is verb and verb should have small letter. Ich komme aus Indien. Du kommst aus Deutschland. Er oder sie oder es, das Baby, vielleicht er, der Mann, sie, die Frau, es, das Baby, kommt aus der China. So China in German we pronounce China. And there are few of the countries before which we use some articles. So like for USA, we always say the USA, even in English. So in German also there is a list which I would be giving you. So accordingly, you can learn some vocabulary on the country names and their languages also. Also, es kommt aus der China. Kommt aus, noch einmal, Indien, und wir, sie, capital S, und dann noch einmal sie, kommen, infinitive form, aus. This is how the sentences are. So whatever sentences we have learned, are they making sense now? How they were conjugated and why there were some of the difference between comma, like why the verb was little different in many of the sentences.
Yes. Yes.
So like this is very basic sentence in a present tense. So this is all, these are statements, there are no questions. So the basic like basic structure of any sentence is like a normal rule, even which we follow in English also. Subject, also Subjekt plus verb in der Mitte, verb in the middle, und dann Objekt am Ende, and then object at the end. So ich is Subjekt, verb common in der Mitte, common verb in the middle, and then we have object at the end. Aus is a like preposition which we have used here, that means from. So this is a basic sentence formation when you are making any statement. So this is for now how you would be creating a question. So verb in the beginning, then haben wir Subjekt in der Mitte und dann haben wir Objekt, that means object at the end. Das ist Frage. Also, let's say here again, this is a statement I have made, or let's say for this, if I have to phrase a question. So what is the basic sentence formation here? Verb plus subject plus object. Verb plus Subjekt plus Objekt. Verb is kommst. Subjekt is du. Dann Objekt, dann Präposition aus und dann Objekt. Aus Indien. So we have a question here. Kommst du aus Indien? Und dann the antwortet would be ja, that means yes. Dann ich, again this statement form or the answer ja, that means yes, ich. The conjugation of ich, Komma mit e am Ende und dann aus Indien. Kommst du aus Indien? Ja, ich komme aus Indien. So this is a basic sentence formation without any W question, which we learnt yesterday. Now, if W question is there, what was the sentence formation? Woher? This was the this is again like a question formation. Woher, the W question, then the verb, and then the subject. Woher kommst du? The antwortet would be woher kommst du? Woher kommst du, Ashwini?
Ich komme aus Indien.
Sehr schön. Ich komme aus Indien. Okay. So is it clear till here? Any confusion?
Yeah. No.
One question. So if
Ich
we are
habe
using
eine Frage. We
Yeah.
learned yesterday, no? Ich
Habe
eine Frage. So whenever you are asking something or something is not clear, try to speak it in English. Try to speak it in German. Auf Deutsch. Nur auf Deutsch bitte. That's how you can practice. Also, wie ist die Frage? What is the question?
I think so when we are using any W question like when, where, was, so we are using same verb like we use with the you means do. So with
Right.
do we is using commas, but when, whatever there will be like which, when, was, how. Sorry,
Right.
not will be same, right?
So, okay, no matter wherever you are putting the verb or wherever you are putting the subject, the conjugation would be as per pronoun only. Ich, woher komme ich? Where I come from. Ich komme aus Indien. Woher kommen Sie? Here, woher kommen Sie? Komme aus Indien. So Sie, where we use kommen. So no matter wherever you are using the pronoun, wherever you are putting the pronoun, the verb conjugation would be as per pronoun only. So here, du, wir haben kommst.
So be it was or will, so this will be same, right?
Was or will as in?
It's like was you in Mumbai? Yeah, were you in Mumbai or means will you go to Mumbai? So I'm using you here. So with you, always the comments will come.
So the conjugations changes a little bit, not much with every like verb. The conjugation changes a little bit as per the tense. Here, as of now, we are doing present tense, like simple present tense, to start with the verb.
Correct.
Like in present tense, we make a statement or any simple question. Where do you come from? I come from India. There is no tense in this. It's a basic statement. So it's a basic simple present tense. So that is what we're using as of now. So when you would be using any future tense or any past tense or any past perfect tense, the verb or the sentence formation is going to change a little bit. But in A1, we have like we have different type of verbs, but only present tense and past tense only. Perfect tense and future tense would come with A2 and then B1.
And how many levels are there?
There are total, Ashwini, 6 levels. So Max Muller Goethe Institute has divided into like 7. There is A1, then there is A2, then there is B1, also B1, dann B2.1 und dann B2.2, dann das ist C1 und C2. Also das ist A1 und A2, that is for elementary level. Then B1 is like a mix of a little bit of intermediate level and a higher level of beginners. Then B2, so B category is overall for intermediate, and then C1 is for higher level. Then C1 also is little like doable for almost everyone, but people used to prefer C2 when they have to go for like complete teaching profession in the university, or when they have to do PhD in a language, or whenever they have to go into literature or something. So C2, whatever books are there, whatever course is there, is usually which is there for MA level. This is equivalent to MA level from Delhi University.
Okay. And for
So I
every
have
level, one is to give exam, and then they can go to next level. It's like this is like this.
So if you are giving exam as an internal student from Max Muller, now let's say in Max Muller you have joined A1 level, then to go to attend A2 classes, you have to give A1 exam. But since you are taking external tuitions, so as an external student, you can give directly any of the exam. It's not like you have to give A2 exam before that you have to clear A2. No, you can take tuitions till B1 or B2, and then as an external student you can give exam directly for B2. So no one is going to ask you if you have cleared A1 or A2 or B1. No. But as an internal student, if you are taking tuitions from Max Muller, before taking admission in the A2 level for taking tuitions from Max Muller, you should have A1 certificate. As an external student, you can give any level of exam.
And exam. Right. Got it.
Right. So this is clear.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remove it from here. So yes, we were learning present tense. Ich habe eine Frage und dann. Okay, so this conjugation is clear, right? And then the sentence formation also, and then the question also. Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me give one more example. Like, sorry, Entschuldigen Sie bitte. So here, let's say I was asking Sonali. Sonali, kommst du aus Indien? Und sie antwortet, ja, ich komme aus Indien. Now I'm asking Sonali and Ashwini zusammen. Zusammen bedeutet together. So I'm asking to you two together. Sonali und Ashwini. Ein Moment. Here's a new sentence. Sonali und Ashwini. Ihr aus Indian. So now you understand the conjugation here. I am talking to Sonali and Ashwini directly in an informal way. So I have used ihr with small I, also klein a, und dann conjugated wir kommt, because here with ihr we have kommt. Is this clear? Clear?
Yes.
So Sonali und Ashwini, kommt ihr aus Indien? Und die beiden, the both are answering ja, wir. So what would be the conjugation here for common? Wir.
Common.
Sehr schön, Ashwini. Wir kommen aus Indien. because you two are answering together we, and we with we are using the infinitive form, common. Now, just to reiterate a quick tip here, regular verbs are very simple to learn, and the conjugation also, because the stem word here is not changing. Stem word is going to remain same, and the ending is going to change. With ish, we have a ender, we have e at the end. With do, we have an st ender, we have st at the end. Mit er z und s, wir haben t am Ende. With er, z and s, we have t at the end. Mit ihr, mit kleines e, wir haben t am Ende. With ihr, with the small I, we have t at the end. So now, again, a quick thing. If you have noted, with the regular verbs, like almost all the regular verbs, er, sie and ihr will have the same conjugation. Kommt und dann kommt. Gleich, beides sind gleich. Both are same. So there's nothing much which is going to be tricky. Und dann mit wir, sie haben wir common. An am Ende. Again, infinitive form. So I hope this is clear. We have again some more regular verbs here. Just to get these one as of now. So now in your notebook or maybe in a sheet, can you conjugate wohnen, this verb, wohnen, which means to live, schreiben, which means to write, dann fragen, which means to ask, und dann lernen, which means to learn. So Sonali, you could conjugate wohnen and schreiben, und dann Ashwini, you can conjugate fragen und lernen. Can you conjugate that with all these pronouns?
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just putting myself on mute for 3-4 minutes. Let me know once you two are done.
Done.
Okay, sure. So Sonali, you have written that in a sheet or in your notebook?
It's in my notebook.
Okay. Okay, let's wait for Ashwini's.
Sure.
Okay, I'm also done.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I was on mute. So, okay, Ashwini, you have conjugated fragen and lernen. Also, what have you conjugated for ish? Kannst du das buchstabieren? So, say the spelling. Buchstabieren für ish,
Fragist.
ish,
F-R-
ish, ish.
F-R-A.
Auf Deutsch.
Uh, F
Hmm.
R
R.
A
Hmm.
G I
A. A, B, C, D, A. E is A.
A A
Hmm.
N
Hmm.
S T.
Fragenst.
Uh,
Maru. So what is the stem word here, Ashwini, with fragen? What is the stem word here?
Fragen.
What is the stem word here in this verb? Stem word. Frag.
Stem.
So
Frag.
you had to conjugate frag only,
Okay.
right? So here the conjugation would have been frage mit A, the comma mit A with E at the end,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Und dann mit du. Was haben Sie geschrieben? What have you written with du?
Fragast.
Buchstabieren Sie das bitte auf Deutsch.
F
Hm.
R
R, sehr schön.
A
Okay.
G
Hm.
S
Okay.
T.
August. Dann mit
F
R. Okay. Hm.
R
R.
A G T.
Sehr schön. Und mit ihr
F
F.
R
R. Nicht
R
R. R.
R A
Mhm.
G
Gut.
T.
Gut. Beide sind gleich. Right? Und
Yeah.
dann mit wir, sie und sie. Was?
F
R.
R
R.
A G
Mhm.
A
Sehr schön. Und dann
N.
N. Fragen. Die Infinity Form. Also ich frage, du fragst, er fragt, sie fragt, es fragt und dann ihr, Sonali und Ashwini fragt, dann wir, sie fragen. Und dann mit lernen, hier du, was haben Sie geschrieben? Mit du, nicht ich, aber du.
L
L.
R A
Mhm.
R N
N.
A.
What is the stem word here, Ashwini?
Learn.
L-A-R-N. Also mit du.
S T.
ST. मुझे लग रहा है आपने कॉपी में गलत लिखा है, आप बोल सही रहे हो शीट देख के.
नहीं मैं कॉपी नहीं देख रहा हूँ एक्चुअली कॉपी में गलत ही था.
Okay. But make it correct because I'm
Right.
not able to see your copy. Maybe like in next exercise, whatever you would be writing, just write it in a Word document and then share the screen with me if you're using a laptop. If both of you are using laptop, so once you're done doing the exercise, share your screen with me. So that will be easier for me to check.
Sure.
So here I'm assuming this is something you have written like Lerner. Lerner. Dann du lernst, das ist korrekt. Dann
Lernen.
lernt, dann die gleich lernt,
Lernen.
lernen, sehr schön. Sonali, für wohnen, was haben Sie geschrieben? Was haben Sie geschrieben für wohnen? Ich,
wohne.
wie buchstabieren wir wohne? Könnten Sie das buchstabieren?
W,
W,
O,
O,
H,
H, sehr schön.
N,
E. Gut. Und dann für du,
W,
W, O,
H, N,
okay,
S,
S,
T,
T, sehr gut. Dann mit R, Sie,
W, O,
W, O,
H, N,
N,
T,
T, sehr gut. Und mit ihr,
Glish. What to say? Same is
Gleich.
Glish.
gleich.
Gleich.
Also G, L, A, I, C, H. Gleich. So yesterday we learned the pronunciation now for EA und dann
Yes.
had it been IE, that would have been Gleich, but there is no such word in there. Gleich, A, E, E, I. Gleich, wie schreiben I. Okay. Und dann mit ihr wohnt, mit ihr wohnt, dann mit ihr sie,
W, O, O, H,
H,
N,
N,
N, A, N.
sehr gut. Also die Infinitivform. Ich wohne, du wohnst, er, sie wohnt, dann ihr wohnt, noch einmal wohnt und dann wir, sie wohnen.
Wohnen.
Und dann mit schreiben, ich schreibe,
Schreibe, E, A, sorry.
E. Dann schreibt,
Schreibe, S, T. Then,
S-T, dann
S, H, L, A, I, E, B, T. Schreib.
Sehr schön.
Gleich.
Ja, die
Gleich.
gleich. Und dann wir haben
Schreiben.
wenn. Okay, gut. So now we have the conjugations here for wohnen, schreiben, fragen und lernen. Here I have noted down one like dictionary, that is dict.cc, dict.cc. So there is an app also which you can download in your phone, and then there is a browser link also which you can open. So now what I want you to do is, so Ashwini would be writing like 4 sentences, 2 with wohnen and 2 with schreiben, and then Sonali would be writing 2 sentences with fragen and then 2 sentences with lernen. So you can conjugate, don't use ish, but use any of these pronouns. Okay. So either you can write a question or you can write a statement. If you're writing a question, then it would be good for your practice. But if you're writing a question, make sure you're writing the answer also with that. Yeah, or 9. Like W question and then the answer for this. Or maybe without W question, like in this way. Ja, 9 Frage oder W Frage. W question. So you have 5 minutes. Write 5 sentences of the question. if there is a word which you're not able to, like it's something which we haven't learned yet, maybe you can use this text.pc for your reference. Don't make a very like too long sentence, just a 3 4 word sentence, which we have just
Okay. Okay.
write it in the Word document if possible, and then share the screen with me.
Okay. How much time we have?
Uh, 5 minutes, that should suffice, or if you want, you can take.
No, no, that will be fine.
Oh,
Neha, I'm unable to find out the sentences for this.
Like how?
So I was doing this for Fragas. So
Frag.
I fragged. So I can only find one thing. It was how can you ask? Because we have never studied this. This was something different.
Okay.
So and I was searching for something that I want to ask something, but it is giving something different. Kine something. I don't know what is that.
Okay. Okay. So can you share your screen and show me your sheet?
I can show you my notebook because I'm using my phone, not laptop.
Okay. Okay.
I'll switch on the camera and I'll show you my notebook. So, can you see?
Yes, it was visible. Keep
Just
it little still. Do fast. Uh,
ask.
do know how people ask. Where, left, where. Hmm. You are trying to write. How can you write?
Yeah.
So can is something is a modal verb, is a modal verb which we haven't done yet, right?
Okay.
So for Prague and me, you could have the sentences like um, we we Prague do. How do you ask? A very simple question. We have
Okay.
right? We Prague do the haben here gelernt in Prague. Yeah. So wir haben gelernt, ich habe eine Frage hier, eine Frage. You could have schreiben, wie fragst du eine Frage, right? How do
Okay.
you ask a question? Frage means question. Und dann fragen the verb in conjugated fragst du. Oder ich frage eine Frage. Ask a question.
Mhm.
Here, that means I have a question. I ask a question.
Okay.
So, understanding the difference,
Sorry?
understanding the difference here.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, what more you have written? Any more sentences? Maybe with the Larnen. Larnen part, there could be lot more sentences. Like if you're learning German, you can make questions with German. German bedeutet Deutsch. Like try to make very simple sentence Deutsch. Okay, with Lernen, Sonali, try to make this form of question without Wayfragen. Try to form this question with Lernen, with do and with z. Try to write two questions and conjugate it with do and then this z or maybe with wir. So there are so many pronouns with which you can easily make 2-3 sentences. As per the conjugation, you can phrase a question also, and then you can phrase a statement also with Larnen. There is no additional word would be required to make question with Larnen since you're learning German. So with using German in the sentence, you can make like good number of questions. Try to do that. If it's not clear, then we'll work together.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Ashwini, are you done?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes. Just make the font a little big. Okay. Sehr schön. Du, aus der USA. Also Ashwini, you tried like a very, like I would say you tried very well here, but the conjugation with do is wrong. Du kommst. K-O-M-M und dann S-T. Du kommst. Here. S-T mit du. Das ist falsch. Ja, das ist richtig. Du kommst aus der USA. Oder Sie können fragen, kommst du aus der USA? Und dann
Hmm.
question mark. Write it just above this sentence, du kommst aus der USA. Write it just above that, above that, and then write the answer. Kommst du? Kommst du aus der USA? Und dann Fragezeichen, question mark. Oder slash, slash लगाओ. Und dann W-Frage, what would be the W question here? Where do you come from? What is from where? Woher? Schreiben Sie woher? Woher? Sehr schön. Woher? What would be the conjugation mit du here? Kommst. Nein. Woher? Kommst du. With W-Fragen, verb would be coming in between. Woher kommst du? Und dann question mark. And then what would be the answer here? For first question, kommst du aus der USA? What could be the answer here? Ja oder nein?
Yeah, du kommst aus der USA.
Nein. This is not an answer for the question you have written. So I'm asking you, kommst du aus der USA? What you would be saying? Ja, ich
Yeah.
komme aus der USA.
Correct.
So just remove this or maybe place it down a little bit. Enter लगा दो वहां पे. Right. अभी उसके ऊपर लिखो ich komme ja, sehr schön, ich komme aus der USA. Right. And then what would be the answer for second question? Woher kommst du? Ich komme. Schreib Deutschland. Nicht USA, schreib Deutschland. Nur Deutschland. Nicht der. Deutschland के साथ der नहीं लगेगा. It's just Deutschland. It's not the Germany. It's only Germany. Capital D, because it's a noun. Capital D. Sehr schön. Und dann Punkt am Ende. Because this is an answer. Okay. So this is the first question which you have written, which is correct. Then du kommst. The conjugation was wrong. You need to practice with the conjugation. Dann wohnt ihr in Neu-Delhi. Okay, sehr schön. Ja, ich wohne in Neu-Delhi. Das ist richtig. Sehr schön, Ashwini. Dann wir kommen aus Indien. Das ist auch gut. Sie wohnt in Indien. So this sentence which you have written here, sie wohnt in Indien. What does this means?
We.
9. 9.
Oh,
Miss,
sorry.
we are common. The last sentence. Z won't in Indian. What is the meaning of this sentence? Because I'm trying to understand कि आपने conjugate किस Z के साथ किया है ये.
They live in India.
They.
They.
So this Z you have written.
Yeah.
This highlighted one. 9. Z common. ये आपने लिखा है. She lives in India. Z won't. Here आपने ये वाला लिखा है. Z won't.
We won't. Right, right. Means when S is capital, so this is for she.
No, 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 no,
Mm.
no, no.
Mm.
This could be understood as per the conjugation you have done. आपने won't लिखा है. Sie haben won't geschrieben here.
Mm.
Das ist mit dieser Z. That is with this Z. She. If you would have to write they, you should have written Sie kommen, Sie wohnen in Indian.
It should be like this for she, right?
It could have been like this also, but whenever you are writing any sentence, that like by default starts with a capital letter.
For she also.
Yes,
Okay.
but as per the like conjugation you are doing, or as per the like the base of the communication you are having, it could
Mm.
have been easily distinguished कि किस Z के बारे में बात हो रही है, she के बारे में बात हो रही है या they के बारे में बात हो रही है. If I'm talking to you and I'm asking you a question about third person, then obviously it's about they वाला Z. If
Right.
I'm talking to you and then I'm talking about the third person, which is a female and singular, then it's obviously she के बारे में बात हो रही है. I capital, gross A, Indian, gut,
So this is for they.
sie wohnen. Yes, they live. Nur ein wohnt. Wohnen. In the last sentence, wohnen. Check the
Mm.
spelling. Wohnen. Nur ein N. Only one N. Gut. So you have 8 out of 10 in this, Ashwini, or maybe
Okay.
9, I should say. So that was good for a start.
What should I say for thank you?
Danke. Vielen
Thank.
Dank. Uh, Danke oder vielen Dank oder Danke schön. This O is with umlaut. Danke schön. The
Okay.
answer would be bitte oder bitte
You
schön.
sharing something? I cannot see your screen.
Okay, okay. You shared now, so my screen just. So here, I just wrote down here, Danke und dann oder vielen Dank oder Danke schön. That means thank you very much. Or this Danke means thank you. Thank you. Then thank you very much. And then Danke schön auch bedeutet thank you very much. Dann the reply would be bitte schön. Bitte oder bitte schön. So this is something we did in the first class, Ashwini. So, like in English, if somebody is saying thank you to you, there are a lot of ways you revert to that, right? It cannot be word to word translation. So somebody is thanking you for something, you would be saying no problem, or do not mention, or is my pleasure, or the pleasure is all mine. So there are a lot of ways in German also to say to revert to a thank you. So bitte, the word to word translation for bitte is please. Like if you're requesting someone, then you're using bitte. Like I'm asking you something, I'm asking you bitte schreiben Sie. Please write that. But here, bitte means like you're welcome. Oder bitte schön. Danke schön, bitte schön. So at times, bitter is used as at multiple places.
So here the meaning of bitteschön is um,
Like my pleasure.
my pleasure.
Dankeschön und dann bitteschön.
Okay.
Sonali done writing?
Yes, I tried writing something. I'll
Okay.
show you.
Okay.
So this is what I've written.
It's very like zoomed in. थोड़ा पीछे रखो कप.
अभी देखो.
Du, Lance, Deutsch. Okay. Lance, du, Deutsch. सोनाली deutsch का स्पेलिंग गलत है. Also wie schreiben wir Deutsch? D-E-U S T-C-H. Nicht E. Keine E am Ende. No E at the end.
Okay, okay.
Right? आप उसको करेक्ट करना. Then थोड़ा सा ऊपर करो प्लीज.
अभी नहीं.
नहीं, थोड़ा सा ऊपर करो. मुझे लैंड्स डू डॉइट्स तक दिख रहा है.
रुको रुको रुको. अब
Here, land, Deutsch. Okay, gut. So, okay, Sonali, you have wrote good, but आपने Ladnan का spelling गलत लिखा. You have written like without accent. You have added a here. L-A-R-N. Das
oh,
ist
okay, okay.
L-A-R.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? So mit
Yeah.
lernen, wir können schreiben, ich lerne Deutsch. Oder wir können schreiben, lernst du Deutsch? My screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
Lernst du Deutsch? Wie Sonali has geschrieben. Wie Sonali has written. Dann ja, ich lerne Deutsch. Oder lernen Sie Deutsch? Maybe I'm asking to Sonali directly in a formal way. Then again, Sonali would say, ja, ich lerne Deutsch. Oder ich kann schreiben, Sonali und Ashwini. Lernt ihr Deutsch? I'm asking you to in a formal way. Lernt ihr Deutsch? Und die beiden, the both would be antworten. The both would be answering, ja, wir lernen. Wir lernen. Infinitive form, ja, wir lernen Deutsch. Klar? Oder noch einmal, if I'm talking to Ashwini and I'm asking about Sonali, I would be asking lernt Sie Deutsch? So Ashwini, pay attention to this Z here. The clarification would be there with what Z you have written. Lernt Z. Also klein s, the small s here, and then the conjugation would be nt. This one, she, lernt. Lernt sie Deutsch. So I'm asking to Ashwini about Sonali. Lernt sie Deutsch. Is she learning German? Then maybe Ashwini could say, ja, sie lernt Deutsch. Yes, she is learning German. Oder he could say, Ich weiß nicht. I don't know. Like we learned yesterday. This double S is etc. Beta sign. Okay. Ich weiß nicht. Oder ich weiß nicht bedeutet I don't know. Like we learned yesterday. Oder ich habe keine Ahnung. I have no idea. Klar? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
So, and if I has to say I know, so it would be
hmm,
this.
yeah, ich weiß. Ich
Ish.
weiß. I know. Ich weiß das. Ein Moment. In the next Sätze. Ich weiß das. Yes, I know that.
So
Like
das
in
is okay.
das
So
is
here wise are would be same in I don't know and I know. Okay, yeah, because
no no
we
no.
are
Here
using with
next means no. I mean the no wala no. Like
right, right,
negation wala. Negation. The negative sentence, I do not know. You're rejecting something, you're saying no to something. Ich weiß nicht. I don't know.
correct. Got it.
Okay. Okay. So another thing, if if in your mind, if it's going like word to word translation, that what would be the meaning of don't, how we have used do here. So don't try to do word to word translation because the grammar part does not work like exactly like English. The meaning or the way in a sentence is being framed or the grammar has been conjugated would be different.
Understand means this doesn't work for each and every sentence.
Right. So for these regular verbs, I would be placing some more regular verbs here in this sheet, and then as a homework, you have to conjugate in a new sheet, right, with all the pronouns.
Okay.
So four, five, three are already there. I would be adding two more. So for five of the regular verbs, you have to write the conjugation in the sheet and then you have to upload it here in the Google Drive with your name. Okay.
Yeah.
Then try to make 2 to 3 sentences with each of the verb. Maybe a normal sentence or a W question or a yeah nine question, a yes no question, right? Don't worry if that is going to be right or wrong. Just use the dict.cc dictionary which I just gave. So अगर आपको किसी word का sentence किसी word का meaning नहीं मिल रहा है, so you can use that for any vocabulary thing, but try to make small sentences so that the chances of error would be very less. Okay, so this is one thing. Now there are two more verbs in German which are like very important. These are not regular verbs, but I would say they are very important verbs. So these are a moment. These are haben, that means to have, und dann sein, that means to be, right? Haben und dann sein. The conjugation would not be like here, like regular verb, it would be completely different. So ich habe, this is something you will have to learn. Ich habe, like ich habe eine Frage, right?
Okay.
Hast, du hast. Hast du eine Frage? So let me just conjugate the verbs and then we can frame the sentences. Ich habe du hast, sie es hat. So H would be small here. Hast. Sie es hat. Dann ihr. Let me. Ihr habt, nicht hat. So here, if you would notice here, sie and ihr is having different conjugation. So it's not same like regular verbs. Hat, sie hat, es hat und ihr habt. Noch einmal wir, sie, that would be gleich, wie infinitive form. Wir haben, we have. I have, you have, he, she, it has, then you have, we have. Right? Dann mit sein, das ist to be. Like in English, we write is, am, are. In Deutsch, we have sein, to be. So with ich, it would be bin. Ich bin. Ich bin eine Frau. Ich bin ein Mann. Ich bin, I am. Du bist, you are. He, she, it ist. Ist. He is. Sie ist. She is. Es ist. It is. Now mit ihr. Seid. Speak after me. Seid. Nicht Sied. Seid.
Right.
Nicht sie. Now mit wir, sie sind. Now if you notice with sein, all the words are, all the conjugations are totally different. Even the wir, sie, we are not using sein here, we are using sind here. Bin, bist, ist, seid, sind. Haben, ich habe, du hast, sie, es hat, ihr habt, wir, sie haben. Also ich habe eine Frage. I have a question. Ich habe eine Frage. Noch einmal, we have written here, na? Ich habe keine Ahnung. So is it clear where this habe is coming from? Ich habe keine Ahnung. I have no idea. So wieso habe ich geschrieben? How? Let me make more sentences for reference. Please put it on Sonali. Also ich habe eine Frage. Du oder mit du können Sie schreiben? Hast du eine Frage? So maybe I could ask Ashwini or Sonali one-on-one in an informal way, because do we are using for one person in an informal way, right? Informal you. Hast du eine Frage? Do you have a question? Ja, ich habe eine Frage. Yes, I have a question. Oder nein, ich habe keine Frage. No, I do not have any question. Keine means none. So I don't have any question. Eine means one and keine means none. Klar?
klar.
Okay. Mm, okay. Hast du eine Frage mit Ich haben wir geschrieben? Du dann. So if I have to, if Sonali, I'm talking to you and I'm asking about Ashwini, if he is having any question, what would be the sentence here? With er, dann, er hat. With using er und hat, can you phrase a question about Ashwini if he is having any question? Und er, how could you phrase a question mit hat und er?
Hat. Okay.
Hmm?
So it will be hat
Hat.
hat er
Hmm?
eine Frage.
Does he have any question? So maybe I'm asking to Sonali about Ashwini if he's having any question. Or maybe Sonali could say, ja, er
Ein,
eine Frage.
eine
Frage. Yes, he has a question. Und dann noch einmal, if again I'm asking the same to Ashwini about Sonali, so what would be the question, Ashwini, here? With
Sie,
und hat?
Sie,
No, frame a question first and
Okay.
then we will be writing the answer.
okay. Hat sie eine Frage?
Nicht hat, sehr
Hat
schön, hat sie mit
eine
klein
Frage.
s, with small s, because
Right.
sie hat sie eine
Frage.
Frage. Ja, then Ashwini would say, ja, sie hat
Hat eine Frage.
eine Frage. Oder nein, sie hat keine Frage. So when you are using nein, you would be using keine. No,
Right.
she does not have any question.
Right.
Okay, good. Then if I'm asking Ashwini and Sonali directly in an informal way, what I would be writing? Habt ihr with small I, mit kleiner a, I, Entschuldigung. Habt ihr eine Frage? Dann die beiden would be sagen, then the both of you would be saying, ja, wir, what would be here? Wir, wir,
Haben.
nicht
haben.
haben. Haben eine
Eine
Frage oder nein, wir haben
keine
keine Frage. Nicht keine, wie keine, eine, keine, meine. A am Ende, keine, nicht
Keine.
a. Okay. So now, this haben here, the meaning and the conjugation is clear. So just
Clear.
go through it one, two times so that you can learn it thoroughly. Because these are the two like basic verbs which are going to be used multiple times. Because this is something because these are the two verbs which is used in any basic sentence to make, be it German or Hindi or English, to be or to have. Right? So let's say if we have to make some sentences mit sein, to be. So if I'm asking Ashwini, are you Indian? In an informal way, what I would be writing?
Ich bin
Nein,
Indian.
nein. Ich frage, Ashwini. I am asking. Okay, so like we have learned, ich bin. Ich bin.
Ich bin Indian.
Nein, das ist falsch. Also ich bin in der. Ashwini, Indian bedeutet India. So if you are saying ich bin Indian, that means you're saying I am India. No, you are Indian. So ich bin Inder,
There.
that means Indian. Oder Sonali could say ich bin Indian.
Indian.
Means I
Indian.
can. Right. So now if you are saying I am coming from India, if you have to use Indian, then you would be saying ich komme aus Indien. Right?
Right.
Wie wir schon gelernt haben, as we have learned already. So now, if I'm asking to Ashwini directly in an informal way, are you Indian? So what would be the question here? Use this in do.
This this do
India. Inder.
Hmm.
this do
Sehr
in there.
schön.
This to Inder.
Bist du Inder? Nicht bist du Inder, but like bist du Inder? Like add some emotions when you're asking a question. Bist du Inder? Are you Indian? Then he would say, Ja, ich bin Inder. Yes, I am Indian. Oder if I'm asking Sonali, she would be saying, Ja, ich bin Inderin. Now, using the same pattern, if I'm asking Ashwini about Sonali, then what would I write here? I am asking to Ashwini about Sonali. So, Ashwini, can you phrase a question? Ist
Ist sie
sie with small s, sehr schön. Ist sie
um, comet
Comet 9?
comet
9. So, what
comet
question are you trying to put, Ashwini?
uh,
Is she Indian?
is she Indian? Yeah.
So, इसमें common तो कहीं भी नहीं है question में. Es gibt kein common.
Yeah. Is she Indian?
Okay. Ist sie Inderin? Oder try to phrase a new question here. So we have learned about Sonali's profession yesterday. She is a lawyer. So what you could write, ist sie Anwältin? An A mit Umlaut, Anwältin. Is she a lawyer? Then Ashwini would be saying,
Yeah. Yeah. Sie ist Anwältin.
Sehr schön, Ashwini. So Sonali, if I'm asking you the same question about Ashwini, can you phrase a question about his profession,
Yeah.
Beruf
Ist
und
sie,
nationality? Okay, ist
ist sie Berater?
Nein. Ashwini is male, so nicht sie.
Ist er
Sehr schön, ist er. Berater, sehr schön. Oder ist er Inder? Is he Indian? Und dann
Yes.
Question Mark. Und dann antwortet, ja,
Ja, er ist Berater in der oder in der.
Berater oder, ja, oder, Sie können schreiben, as we have learned yesterday, ist der Berater von Beruf, right? Ja,
Yes.
er ist Berater
Yes.
von
Yeah.
Beruf, right?
Von Beruf.
So the sheet which I gave yesterday, with like 30-40 sentences, try to go through it, and the regular questions or the like easy sentences which you can use on daily basis to ask any question or to put any question, or if you're not understanding anything, try to use those phrases in our during our lectures, so that the practice is going to like the practice is going in a right way. Because the more you would be
Okay.
speaking, the more you would be learning, and the more again you would be writing, the more you would be learning. Right?
Right, right.
Since I'm not able to check your notebook, so make sure you're please take care of the spellings you are writing, and then whatever you are writing, use et set and then the umlaut words. Like here, uh, a mit umlaut, then here noch einmal a mit umlaut. Okay.
What is no thermos?
Uh, like once again, uh, noch einmal, right?
Yeah.
Once. So if I'm saying something and then you want me to repeat that, so you could say noch einmal bitte, please one more time, oder können Sie, this O is with umlaut, können Sie, S with capital A, können Sie das wiederholen, like we have learned yesterday. So if you would be referring to that sheet, you could find this sentence there also. Können Sie das wiederholen? Could you please repeat that? Oder please one more time, or one more time please. Okay.
And how do we say if?
If in which context you want to say, Ashwini? Ashwini, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. So if she has or if he has in that context.
Dann wir können schreiben, also if, so like, are you trying to put a question with
Yes, yes.
if she has any question?
Yeah.
So this is something which we do in English. This is something which we do not do in German. So if you are trying to say if she has any question, then you would be saying does she have any question, not if she has any question. But
Okay.
if you are trying to put this if in between, then there are many ways to put it, like aber, which means but she has a question, oder when. This when can be used in many forms. This can be used in if also. This can be used in because also. So there are many ways you can put it, right? So there could be no like word to word translation for if, but in the
Yeah.
similar manner you can use aber.
Aber.
Yes, oder when.
Okay.
This if could be placed in between like comma and then when, but there would be two sentences. So in A2 or B1, when we would be learning like using two sentences now, one main word, main sentence, and then the supporting sentence, then there would be like a lot of use of this word comma and then the next sentence. So as of now, if you're trying to make any sentence with if, the sentence is going to be very long and the chances of doing grammatical mistakes are huge, because अभी हमने उस level का grammar नहीं किया है, right?
Right. Right.
So
So
try
there's
to
a
use but,
yeah.
try to use but, right?
Right.
Like you can say, so yesterday I mentioned na alles klar, like alles klar, is that clear?
Clear.
That's clear. So if you're trying to use aber in between, you can say, ja, das ist klar. Yes, this is clear, aber, but I have a question. Ja, das ist klar, aber ich habe eine Frage. Right? This is clear to me, but still I have a question. Ja, das ist klar. Das ist. Now try to connect this with this is with here. Das es, yes, it is clear. It is for for neutral. It ist here. Und dann es. Ja, es ist clear. Oder das ist clear. Das ist klar. Ja, das ist klar. Aber ich habe eine Frage. So, whatever sentences we have learned till date, just go through them once again and try to connect them with these verbs and conjugations, so that whatever we have learned would be more clear to you, so that you don't have to learn it. You would start understanding the sentences rather just learning them again and again and again. So you don't have to memorize them, you would starting understanding them. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So one thing I would like to mention, I have sent an email like few hours back. So the link which you are using as of now, this link, like the meeting is scheduled till September end. So you can use the same link till September end. You can add it in your calendar so that you have a reminder. Now one more thing, since we are having like very heavy recordings, so I have made a private channel on YouTube, and I have put the links here in this class video links.
Right.
So all three lectures recordings are there. You can just copy paste the link and you can see the video on YouTube. Is there some issue with Google Drive? Then as per the lectures, we have here, and then what you can do, maybe I'll just make folders here. I'm just making a folder here for Sonali. So Sonali, whatever homework you would be doing today onwards, you can upload the sheet here. And then I'm making one more folder.
Okay.
And Ashwini, you can put your sheets here, but make sure to name the sheet accordingly. That what make sure to write down the date and then whatever you have mentioned. All the sheets going forward, homework sheets, you can put it here,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So for today, your homework would be here. I would be adding two more verbs. You have to make an Excel sheet or maybe in a Word document. You have to conjugate these five verbs with all the pronouns and make at least two sentences or one question and then one answer with each of the verb. So in total, there should be 10 sentences using five of these verbs.
Okay.
Then with haben and sein, homework would be try to make 2 to 3 sentences like normal sentences or the questions with haben, like 2 to 3 sentences with haben, and then 2 to 3 sentences with sein. So in total, you have to write total 15 to 16 sentences using these 7 verbs. So that is your homework. And then whatever vocabulary we have learned, like we have learned some vocabulary for Beruf professions, try to learn them also and try to use those words, right? So try to use those vocabularies, try to use those words in your sentences. So this is going to be your homework, and please no cheating, please don't refer to your notebooks, or maybe what you can you can just maybe you can spend 2 days learning all the verbs, and then without referring to your copy or without referring to your sheet, you can start doing your homework. So it should not be like you're writing something and then you're referring to your notebook or the sheet. No, take your own time. How many days you need? Maybe 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Take time, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Learn it completely, learn it thoroughly, and then do the homework without referring to these sheets. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Make the Excel sheet or the Word document, and then you can upload it in your document file. Right.
Yeah. How do you pronounce these words? Markin, is it right?
Okay, Makhan, which means to do or to make. Then Raiden, which means to like ratter or to say something. Like Zagan or Raiden has the same meaning. Raiden is to like say or to ratter something. Then Spielen means to play.
Okay.
Then let me write down two more verbs here. I need a sheet. कहाँ गया? Hmm. Kaufen. So kaufen means to buy or to purchase. So with kaufen, it's like this is something with which you can make a lot of sentences. Kaufen, to purchase. And then lehren. Lehren means to teach. So ich lehre Deutsch. I teach German, right? Ich lehre Deutsch. Dann wir haben ein Beruf mit Lehren, also der Lehrer oder die Lehrerin. Also ich bin, we using this word sein, to be, I am, ich bin eine Lehrerin oder ich bin ein Lehrer for male teacher, right? This is again one profession. So I'll like within 2 to 3 days I'll try to make few more vocabulary sheets, one specifically for berufs, one specifically for the occupation. So there will be two sections. One is for masculine, there, and then one would be for the, one would be for like females. So there would be few more words apart from what we have learned till today. So by Tuesday you can have the sheets there. Like this is something I would be uploading by today, tonight only, or maybe tomorrow morning, and then you can refer to the recording in this worksheet. And then the new sheet for vocabulary, you can check the folder by for more vocabulary. Clear?
Okay. Right.
Okay, good. So that's what we so that's all what we have for today. If you have any question, Sie können mir anrufen oder Nachricht senden, or you can write me a WhatsApp. Sonali, could you please send me a WhatsApp on this number so that I can create a group for all of you?
Sure, sure, sure.
018-425, also viermals 9, 41, 018, 425. Okay?
What to say for okay?
Klar,
Okay.
alles klar. Okay, okay is auch okay.
Auch.
Nein, auch means also. So okay can
Okay.
also be like okay in German. Okay oder da oder klar
Okay.
oder
Okay. Okay.
ja klar. Yeah, and then klar. Yes, that's clear. Yeah, okay, fine. Something like that. Klar? Okay.
Klar.
Okay, cool. So I hope uh, whatever we have learned till date, at least 30-40% is something you have like learned, and then 30-40% you have understood. So in total 50%, should I expect?
Yeah, to 30-40% I can say.
Okay. So the more you would be practicing, the more you would be learning.
Yes, claro.
Also,
The
Aufreeder
only
here, no, the Aufreeder is here. Ashwini, are you saying something?
yeah, yeah. I was saying the only issue what I see is how to spell it means while writing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Right, because because you're writing like English and then the words are the spellings are totally like jumbled. Because in
Yeah.
your subconscious mind, it's like you're writing English because the script is same, right? Had it been Japanese or Chinese, then there should not be any confusion.
Neha,
Because
I wonder how are you so comfortable with both the languages? You speak both the languages so fluently. I think I'll forget English when I learn German.
no, 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 that is going to happen like for few days only. That is something which that is a problem which everybody faces. Like when you're learning any new language, because like try to connect it in a way. When you were young, you were not using English like in day to day life, right? So when you started speaking English, maybe in your school time or in your college time, there were a lot of things in Hindi which were coming in your mind and then you were using, but then you were 100% comfortable with English and Hindi also. So similarly, when you would starting you would be like speaking or starting thinking in German, then you would be comfortable in both the languages,
Right.
right? Because this is the first time you're learning a new language. This is not something which is new to you. It is like very normal because this is something new completely. This is something you're learning from scratch, like ABC,
Okay.
right? But since
Yeah.
you like both of you are grown up, you are working with people, so the learning curve increases. So if there should be any student like 10 years old, 12 years old, he or she should have been learning the same thing in a like slower manner. जैसे छोटे
Hmm.
बच्चे so the learning curve changes,
G.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how
Do
we
you know
think
any other language also?
अश्विनी क्या कह रहे हो आप?
Saying yeah, do you know any other language also?
Indian languages I think maybe मुझे थोड़ा बहुत बंगाली बोलना आता है, थोड़ा बहुत हरियाणवी बोलना आता है, देन थोड़ा बहुत पंजाबी बोलना आता है,
Okay.
Okay, okay.
बट वो थोड़ा बहुत आता है, not fluent, थोड़ा. Also ein bisschen. Noch ein Wort? Ein bisschen. This double S is et set. B beta sign. This is something I think I mentioned yesterday also. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Okay? Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ein bisschen und dann Deutsch. Array. Moment. Ein bisschen. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak a little bit German. Klar?
Yeah,
Klar.
that's both.
Any more questions?
No.
Ich habe keine Frage.
Okay, sehr schön, Sonali.
Nein.
Ashwini, hast du eine Frage? Oder haben Sie eine Frage?
Nein. Nein.
Is that Ratika complaining?
Who else? Okay.
Okay, no problem. Also, auf Wiedersehen. Enough.
Bis bald.
Bis
Okay.
bald.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Cute.
Tschüss. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.